Hey, um, welcome to the show. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm still alive, and I am aware of what has been going on in the NFL these couple months that it's been, probably. I don't really know. But I'm just here. Basically, this is a show that I'm doing today, and I'm just here to give my opinion with other things. If you don't agree with my opinions, I'm alright with that. So, today, we're going to start with a couple things. First thing, Colin Cowherd had a speech recently, um, and this guy just obviously does not like the Cleveland Browns for some reason. He also does not like Baker Mayfield, and he said, in his own words, he does not see Baker Mayfield hoisting a Lombardi trophy. So, his speech about the open windows for the Super Bowl and all this stuff. One of the stupid things that I pointed out to people is when he said that the Colts had a wide open window, but Carson Carson Wentz, I don't know about that guy. He's going to a new team, and then he says the Browns have a half open window, like it's not going to happen, and then the Chargers have an open window. I mean, that's just delusional to me. And the Chargers aren't like, did they have a winning season last year? I mean, they got their butts kicked by the Chiefs. They got their butts kicked. And I'm sorry, but Patriots, that was horrible too. Um, but if Colin's thinking that they're good now because they beat the Chiefs that one time, that's just because they're all gone. Really. I think the Browns have an open window. That's my thing about that. So I'm going to break down the top 12 QBs to you guys that I think are the best QBs in the NFL right now and should be taken as the best QBs right now in the NFL. I did 12 because top 10 usually gets a lot of hate because that person didn't come into the top 10. So I'm just going to give you a top 12. So the number one QB in the NFL right now, I'm going to have to give it to Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a very great QB, and he proved it by winning the Super Bowl. And a lot of people are going to hate this video saying Mahomes is the best QB, but Mahomes didn't win it last year. The best QB is the one that won it last year. Is the best QB that put up. The best QB is the one that put up the most points. Best QB is the one that. I mean, he legit won the game for the Buccaneers. And so did the defense, but Tom Brady, number one QB. I'm going to say that Patrick Mahomes is the second best QB because Patrick Mahomes did make it to the Super Bowl, and he tried his best. His offensive line just did not show up, and that's how they lost. Um, Third QB, I'm going to give it to Aaron Rodgers. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be like, why? Like, where's Lamar Jackson? Where's Josh Allen? Where's all of that? Well, I'm just going to tell you it's Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers made it to the NFC Championship game and almost beat the Buccaneers, who ended up winning the Super Bowl championship. On the other hand, Josh Allen and the Bills, they just didn't show up against the Chiefs. That's why I'm putting Josh Allen at fourth place. So Josh Allen, fourth best QB in the NFL, and that's just how I think it is. Number 5 in the NFL right now, to me, has to go to. Wow. I think I'm going to give the number 5 best QB in the NFL right now is going to go to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, I'll give him the top 5. I mean, he's just he's a great superstar. He's very good at what he does. He's very good at running. He's a pretty good passer. He's really good at like running and passing the ball at the same time. Usually when he drops back in the pocket, he's not that much accurate. Um, Accuracy in the AFC North for like accuracy is a big problem. Um, Ben Roethlisberger, we know he threw a bunch of picks. Baker Mayfield sometimes throws passes he shouldn't, and Lamar Jackson sometimes doesn't complete passes that he could have completed. Um, so yeah, I'll put him at top five, but number six, I'm gonna have to give number six to Russell Wilson because I think Russell Wilson is kind of an underrated player as of right now. Um, he could pop out this season. Um, I just think Russell Wilson's a pretty good QB, and he has been. He has been a good QB, and I don't think that all of these other QBs like Ryan Tannehill and um, I don't know Dak Prescott and Matt Ryan should overshadow Russell Wilson. Number seven, um, I'm gonna have to give it to Baker Mayfield. Just because, I mean, Dak, he got injured. I don't know how good he's gonna be right now. He could be better than Baker Mayfield this year. He usually is, because their type of team, he usually passes more than Baker Mayfield. Because he doesn't have that strong of a running game. I have seen that Ezekiel Elliott's getting better over the offseason, so he'll be ready, hopefully, so where the Cowboys can have a good running game and they can have a good QB. I'll put Dak at number 8, Ryan Tannehill at number 9, Justin Herbert at number 10. I'll give you Tua at 11. And the last one, number 12. Honestly, I can't give you number 12, but maybe Kirk Cousins. He might be good this year. I'll just say Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's a good QB. He's decent. I could be forgetting about. Oh wait, yeah, I just forgot about him. Kirk Cousins. No. I'm gonna give that spot, number 12 spot, to Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a fast QB, and maybe I should have put him in front of Ryan Tannehill, but he's more of a scrambler, and he usually throws like really deep passes, and some of them are just not accurate. And I mean that's just what happens, and that's how you get ranked like this. And a lot of people do it that way, so I'm gonna do it that way. The top 12 running backs now. I'm gonna give you the top 12 running backs. Number 1 goes to. I'll give it to Derrick Henry, just because of what he did last year, and all that stuff. I'll give you Dalvin Cook at number 2. Very, very good QB. I think he'll be better in the future. And yeah. Nick Chubb at number 3. Okay. I don't like. I've seen a lot of rankings where they're ranking Christian McCaffrey over Nick Chubb. And I don't understand it. I mean, Nick Chubb's proven a lot over this season. Where Christian McCaffrey got injured, showed up a couple games, got injured again. He's an injury machine. You know, he gets injured too much, and it's too hard to actually say that he's better than some running back if he's not playing as much as this running back. It's kind of like saying that like older players are better than the newer players now, but so much how the league has changed, it makes a lot of things different. So yeah, I'll give that to Nick Chubb. And number 4, I'm gonna give to What is his name? I'm thinking about his name. Sorry. I think, what is his name? It's so hard to remember some of these names. Alvin Kamara. I'll give number 4 to Alvin Kamara. I'll give number 5 to Christian McCaffrey. I'll give number 6 to I'm really bad with names. It's too hard. Number 6. Who should get number 6? Oh, number 7. What am I talking about? There's just a lot of running backs to choose from. Saquon Barkley. I'll give that number 7 Saquon Barkley. He hasn't played that much, but he's pretty good. And the rest, I'll just give you top 7, really. I don't know that much about running backs more than I know about QBs and defensive ends. But that's why I'm going to bring you to the top 12 defensive ends. Top 12 defensive ends, number 1 to me, and it's not just because I'm a Browns fan, but it's just because of what he does and how good he plays the position. I'll give you Myles Garrett, number 1 defensive end in the NFL. Number 2 defensive end in the NFL, if you guys like a lot of football, I'll give you, a lot of people think he plays this position. I don't know. But anyways, I'll give you TJ Watt, and I'll give you JJ Watt. I'll give you the Bosa brothers, and those 5 and 6. No. 4 and 5. Number 6, I'll give you, who's the defensive end? Defensive end for the, oh yeah, what's his name? Yannick Ngakoue, I'll give you him. Ndamukong Suh, just throwing out names now, like Jadeveon Clowney. There's a lot of players and defensive ends, but obviously number 1's Myles Garrett just because of all the stuff he's done. If he gets injured this year, I'll be really angry because this guy is just so good. I don't want him to, because he could prove so much more and he could make such a big impact on the NFL. So now I'm going to move on to the top 5 best divisions in the NFL right now. Number 1's the AFC North. There's a lot of competition in the AFC North. You have the Browns, you have the Ravens, you have the Steelers, and you have the upcoming Bengals. I don't think the Steelers are going to be doing good this year, but I do think the Bengals are going to surprise a lot of people. I think the Browns and Ravens are going to be neck and neck all the way to the end of the season. Number 2, I'm going to give you Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, and Seahawks in the NFC West. Don't think the Seahawks are going to be the best team. That's why I'm putting them at 4th place. 49ers might show up, Cardinals might show up, Rams might show up. I'm giving them all winning records, however. I think the Seahawks will still have a winning record at 9-8. But it's such a hard division to pick through who's going to be that good and all of this. Number 3, I'm going to give you the AFC East. You got the Bills, Miami, Patriots, and the Jets. Jets might be good this year, you never know. I know the Bills are going to be really good this year. Miami has a up-and-coming roster and all these young players, kind of like how the Browns were last year. We got the Patriots, who I think are going to have a winning record this year. It's just going to be in 3rd place. Number 4, I'll give you the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos in that order in the AFC West. I think the Chiefs are going to be the best in the division. Chargers at 2nd. Raiders that somehow will make it 10-7 in the 3rd place. The Broncos will just miss it by 1 game, going 9-8. I think the NFC East is going to be the number 5 division in the league just because of what's been going on I don't think the NFC North is that good. I honestly don't. And the NFC South ain't good either. So I had to throw another NFC team. I couldn't just throw in all of the AFC divisions. I had to give you one more NFC division. So I gave you the NFC East. That's the best. That's the second best division in the NFC. Cowboys, Washington, Giants, and Eagles in that order. I think the Giants will be better than the Eagles this year, and I think the Cowboys will be better than Washington. So I'll give you that. So after that, we're talking about alternate helmets coming up in 2022. All right, that's pretty awesome. It would have been a little more awesome if they would have done it this year, because the 49ers and the Cleveland Browns are also celebrating their 75th anniversary this year, because they both came into the league in 1946. And yeah, I mean, they didn't come into the league in 1946. They were invented in 1946. They came into the league in like 1950, where they all mixed it up and stuff. That's really what happened. But alternate helmets, I think every team should do it. I mean, there are honestly some teams that shouldn't do it just because they don't have any. And also, if they did it, we actually do know what they used to wear as the alternate helmets that they might use this time, and they do not look good at all. Jets, please don't wear those ugly New York Titans jerseys. Just don't. Don't try it. Not at all. Don't think about it. All right. So, yeah. I try to make this channel as mostly as I guess unpersonal. Like, I'm from a personal level, I try to take that a little away from my fan base, that I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I try to take that stuff away. But there are things now that we are looking good that I have to say that we're a really good team. I have to say that Myles Garrett is a number one defensive end. It's just all the things that he's proven. And, I mean, there's a lot of broadcasters in the world that really don't give a crap about what the fans do, or really don't give a crap about what these players are doing in the NFL. And Stephen A. and Colin Cowherd, those two guys are one of those people. They put a lot of personal things. Like, Colin hates Baker Mayfield. Stephen A. loves the Steelers. You know, those are just things that they put all of that inside of the show, instead of, like, really coming out and, like, saying, like, professional stuff. Like, hey, they did this week, so I'm saying that they are this good this week. You know, that they bring stuff from history and saying, oh, the Browns, they're not that good because 10 years ago, they had a horrible record. That's the past, man. Like, what nobody talks about how the Cowboys were horrible with Tony Romo and stuff. No one talks about how the Buccaneers were horrible with Jameis Winston. No one talks about that. So, why do you have to bring up all these other teams that, just because we haven't won a championship, just because we haven't been that good, doesn't mean that we can't turn around our fan base, doesn't mean that we can't grab someone out of college, bring him onto our team, and he's going to be our star. Because if you're saying that Baker Mayfield is not, you don't see him lifting up a Lombardi trophy, well, I kind of possibly do. I see him maybe. I don't see a no, honestly. Because there's no yes and no. I don't see that right now. What I see is there is a possibility, okay? But you don't have to go out of your way to insult the Cleveland Browns and insult other teams. Because you're a professional broadcaster.